The treasure house within you. Infinite riches are all around you if you will open your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you. Many are sound asleep because they do not know about this gold mine of infinite intelligence and boundless love within themselves. Whatever you want, you can draw forth. Hey guys, my name is Crystal and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something that's actually really near and dear to my heart. I've practiced the law of attraction and manifestation for a few years now. The more I learn about it, the more I realize that it's something I've actually probably been working on for a very long time, and I just didn't know what to call it or that it was even a thing. I think there's a lot of beautiful places around Connecticut, and so I just want to get out the house and feel nature and see nature again. So I'm gonna finish packing my hiking bag and then we can go. So let's do this. Squirrel. Don't attack me. Go away. What are you doing? Oh! Please don't come over here. Do I smell the food I have? I finally found a place to kind of sit and relax and just to talk and kind of take in nature. I'm going to be talking about two concepts that I feel kind of got a lot more attention these days, and the first concept is the law of attraction and the second one is manifestation. I feel like there are slight differences between these two terms, but for the most part they're very similar. They're centered around how you think and how you feel about the world around you. As I grew older, I started to get more in touch with my spirituality and just try to figure out who God is for myself. A lot of that has been, breaking away from some of the old doctrine that I was, taught. And a lot of it has really just been getting a better understanding of what it actually meant. The reason why I say that manifestation and the law of attraction has changed my life is because those two concepts were something that I really use every day, and I was first introduced to it back in 2018 when I moved away from home and I moved to DC for the first time. And that time was so scary. I remember just having a panic attack because I felt so overwhelmed. I felt overwhelmed with the move. I felt overwhelmed with all the changes, and I've never really been the type of person who took changes really well. And so that was a really tough time for me. And what really helped me was realizing the power I had, and that power came from the way I thought and how I imagined and perceived the world around me. I can't really talk much about the law of attraction and manifestation without referencing two books that really changed my perspective and helped me realize the power that I had from my thinking. The first book that I read was called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This book is by Dr. Joseph Murphy, and it really helped me understand how the mind works. Essentially, in the book, he talks about two minds, right? He talks about your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the one that takes in this information, and your subconscious mind doesn't know right or wrong or left or right. It just knows what you feed it. And so that's why I'm such a huge advocate for kind of paying attention to what you allow yourself to take in. I do believe that it's important to be informed about what's going on, but to sit there for hours and to just feed and pump your conscious mind with videos of people yelling at each other and angry with each other and just hurting, like, I don't see how that helps. I think that it harms you in a way. And whenever you are physically or emotionally down, it's hard for you to even contribute to what you feel to be just. I would recommend this book because it helps you understand how your thinking controls what you see. And I'll just read a quick, the first two lines of this book. The treasure house within you. Infinite riches are all around you if you will open your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you. There is a gold mine within you from which you can extract anything that you need in life, gloriously, joyously, and abundantly. Many are sound asleep because they do not know about this gold mine of infinite intelligence and boundless love within themselves. Whatever you want, you can draw forth. It just does a good job of explaining the way the universe works. I think anyone from any religious or spiritual background can appreciate the understanding and the knowledge of what's really going on behind you. So after I read this book, I found this book, which is The Power of Positive Thinking. And I'm glad that I found it in that order because I was able to understand the way the mind worked in this book. And then I was able to apply those principles to my life by using the power of positive thinking. I think manifestation and law of attraction can be taken a step further by even writing things down. I've kept a journal since I was in the 8th grade, and I still have a journal now. I write in this journal things that I want to happen, things that I want to see in my life. And so when things start happening, I go back, and there's been times where I underline things in my journal that I wrote, and I would put a check by it and be like, oh my God, that actually happened. A lot of the times it just comes with you being clear about what you want from the world, what you want from the universe, what you want to see manifested in your life. And through those ideas of what you want manifested, already use that mindset of walking in the feeling of having those things acquired. This step I feel is the most important because when you feel something to be true, those things do eventually become true in your life. There are thousands of videos on YouTube about manifestation and law of attraction and people trying to attract money or girls or men, trying to attract things, just things. But I don't think it's the things that they actually want. I think it's the feeling associated with those things. So how has being intentional helped me in my life? And I would say that it literally created and manifested my wildest dreams. My dreams of becoming a graduate student at one of the best, graduate programs in the country. My dreams of finally having that spiritual freedom that I longed for when I was in, school, when I was living at home. Finally feeling like I have a lot more control over my life than I thought. Those are feelings that I could have never imagined unless I was more intentional about what I wanted to see happen in my life. That intention caused me to write things down, to be more aware of the type of people that I let around me, that I allowed in my space. And honestly, just to be more aware of what I was watching, what I was taking into my subconscious thinking. So if you really want to know the truth, I suggest that you seek it for yourself, because that has truly changed my life, was not accepting what people told me all the time and believing in the beauty of my dreams. There's a saying by Dr. Wayne Dyer that you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. So if you want love, then become that. If you want freedom, if you want security, become that. Become free, become secure in yourself. And if you have to sit down and just think about what you would like your life to be, do that. Sit down and write it out. I truly believe that the universe has no limits. There are no limits in this universe. There are no limits to God and what he's capable of. So if we are descendants of that, if we are pieces of that infinite divine intelligence, then what makes us any different? So think about what it is you truly want in this world. And once you figure that out, write it down and really sit down and meditate on what it feels like if those things that you wanted to see manifested had already happened. And make sure you truly understand about what you're asking for, because one of the crazy things in this life that I realize is that you really do get what you ask for. But when you get it, just understand that there's different aspects of what you want to see manifested that you probably didn't think about when you asked for it. Be intentional and understand that there are no limits in this universe. I truly believe that. You don't have to accept the narrative that people are feeding you about who you are. So if you need to pick up habits of meditation, habits of, doing something that makes you a little bit more centered, you have to turn inward and not outward. You have to try to find the answers within yourself and not outside of yourself. I pray that you find the love and joy that you long for in this life. But better yet, I pray that you realize that you are already those things. You are already love. You are already joy. You are already free. You just got to walk in that. So I'll see you guys in the next video.